Hello and welcome. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Tac Team Portugal campaign with Shen. How's it going, Shen?
It's going quite well. How's things in the land of Florida?
Not bad.
Not bad.
It's all right. So we're 10 years ahead of time on all three techs.
Isn't that ridiculous?
A little bit, yeah.
And it's not like we're falling behind on our ideas either. We're keeping up with the Joneses.
We're annexing Norway at the same time that we're ahead of time on Diplotech by 10 years. Like, it's not bad.
Now, he has increased coring costs, so it's good to be getting rid of him early.
Yeah.
Instead of feeding him more land. So we decided on humanist idea group, right?
Yeah, it took some time between videos to really hash this out. So here's the thing. I'll run through the math one more time for the sake of the viewers. We were talking about how many points it would save us if we went for
adaptability, right?
Adaptability for the core creation cost. But the thing is that right now we have minus 20% coring cost due to administrative efficiency, and next level we'll have another plus 20. And those two add together. And then anything that we colonize or core that's overseas, we have a 50% reduction. And in this version of the game right now, that it's bugged where they're all additive. So instead of it being
multiplicative,
100, instead of it being 100 times 0.5 equals 50, and then reduce 40% off of that, taking you to 30% of the total cost, it's just adding it all together, and we'll automatically have 90% reduced coring cost. So we don't need adaptability to get to the floor. So we're going to end up conquering so much stuff then with 90% coring cost reduction that we'll need to put down rebels. So, humanism it is.
Sounds good to me. I'm going to keep fabricating on the Ottomans, and we're coring one of our two provinces. Oh, I thought you didn't want to. Oh, you just opened it up. You didn't actually take anything yet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've cored one of our provinces in Britain. We don't have enough points for the other, but we'll get there.
Yep, and we might want to. Probably want to finish the military idea first, maybe. Actually, you know what? I think we should start focusing admin.
You want to focus admin right now, just to get going? I mean, we're still. Yeah.
I think we need to tech. We need to be able to tech up, so we get the admin efficiency. Then we're going to need tons of points to conquer stuff.
Well, the problem with doing that is look at our air. Our air is all admin. So if we focus admin, we're going to have like so few military points coming in. It's going to be painful.
Yeah, but we're gonna have so much land. we're gonna conquer so much land in 10 years when we get the next Diplotech level and we get imperialism. We're gonna be wishing we had all of humanist done and infinite admin points.
Done. We're now focused. 14 admin a month.
Awesome. I like when I win arguments occasionally. It's nice. Apparently, I missed an African holding because it was occupied by peasants. By the way.
Whatever. Which province?
Angra Pequena, owned by Holland.
Oh, that's okay.
Holland is down to 90% Dutch war score cost.
Dutch war score. So we're going to spend 135 admin on Gloucestershire. And we're going to have to spend some admin on this land from the Ottomans. And the question is, when do you want to go to war with the Ottomans? He's fighting a war right now, although I don't think he's really doing anything. When is our timing for the Ottoman War?
I almost feel like maybe we should just hold off for a few years and wait till we can get these ideas.
Oh, you want imperialism.
What if we could, just think about this for a second. What if we attacked Ottomans with imperialism and we just took like all of Africa in one war? We're just like, thank you, that'll be ours.
We could do that.
Not to mention, remember, administrative efficiency decreases coring cost and it decreases the war score cost of provinces.
But we can't take that if we're taking humanist ideas.
That's why we focused admin. We need both. We need the second we can get admin tech 23, we need it. The second we want to start doing humanist ideas. But we can start warring right away. Eventually we're going to need humanist ideas for that 10 years of separatism and
all right,
extra unrest reduction and all that.
All right.
Are you convinced or not?
I'm willing to go with the flow.
Yeah. How do you normally play this late into the game?
Yeah. Don't you?
Absolutely. This is where it just starts to get crazy. What the hell's going on in a nuke? Why is there like a rebellion down here?
I don't know. I thought you had your finger on the pulse.
No. He still hasn't finished his westernization.
Is he trying?
He was, yes. We had an army parked there. I'll park it there again.
Oh, I see. Noob separatists. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
So after we try to help him, they're like, nah. This is the thanks that they give us.
Well, they don't like you.
Yeah.
They don't like your BO.
We have Navarran separatists about to fire.
Oh, which province?
Laborde.
Laborde. We've already got an army there. We're good. Those guys I saw.
How'd that core go? Did you start? Oh, you never started coring that other province, by the way.
We don't have enough points, by the way.
Okay.
133 points.
It's not bad. 133 off of 19 development should be 190. It's a pretty good deal. I'm a fan.
Are you a fan? Are you, though? We're 20% through annexing Norway. It's going to finish, it's be 600 days for 20%. So 3,000 days total. It's going to be another 2,400 days. How many years is that?
Shen, did you know that we have an exiled army in Bourbon?
Bourbon?
Yeah.
Where?
See the little black flag thing?
Oh, that's the island.
No.
That's an island.
No, it's our invisible zero stack.
Oh. But we do have the island of Ile Bourbon.
What are you doing? It's a different army that I'm talking about.
Last couple days, my cat has been licking my desk, and I'm not sure why. He's just sitting here licking the desk. It's very odd.
Oh, sorry, you were doing math. What were you saying?
Math. 2,400 days remaining on the annexation of Norway. Also, Britain is colonizing Canada. Go Britain. You see that?
Where do you see that?
See what?
The 2,400 days remaining.
Oh, I was noticing that we spent 600 days annexing Norway, and we were at 20%. So 10% would be 300 days. 300 times 10 is 3,000. So 3,000 minus 600, 2,400 days remaining.
Yeah, or you could hover over where it says annex/integrate, and it tells you.
But I didn't want to do that. It'd be nice.
It'll be
what's interesting
of 87, 84.
The annexation/integration, that doesn't even need to be a category in the outliner. What they should do is put that data in the mouse over on the diplomatic area.
Well, obviously.
So where you got the 23% coring up there, you just put that information up there.
Mm-hmm. Obviously. I agree completely. It's completely ridiculous that they... Wow. Mothballing our heavy and transport fleet makes us an extra 30 ducats a month. That's a lot of money.
How much are we making every month? 130 ducats. Wow.
I'm going to start doing something that you may or may not agree with, but I'm going to do it anyway.
What is it?
So, okay. There's a guy who is doing a record world conquest as the Ottomans, right? He's using some exploits. I can't remember his name. But he was able to conquer the whole world in by 1680. Right? Mm-hmm. Right around now, right around where we are, 1680. We're at 1678.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he did that I found quite interesting is he just doesn't play with forts. Like, none.
Deletes the forts.
Just deletes every fort. And if you think about it, let's like compare it like we did with the Parliament thing. You know, like you're supposed to have forts. That's just like a game mechanic. You're supposed to do that. But what if you didn't? Right? Nothing is worth any war score because there's no forts. The only thing that's worth anything really is your capital. If they're actually able to siege your capital, then you're probably going to lose the war anyway. The only drawback to not having forts is that you don't get the one army tradition each year.
Mm-hmm.
But do you really want to, like, we're paying 45 ducats a month right now for forts, and that provides us with 0.35 army tradition.
So you're thinking just get rid of all the forts.
When was the last time a fort did anything for us that wasn't on the front line?
Well, the ones on the front line have been doing a lot of work. That war with France, they completely kept them out of our nation.
Yes, but like Galicia, Lisboa, like Granada, what do those do? They do nothing. They don't do anything. All we're doing is we're just paying huge sums of money for barely any army tradition at all.
The goggles, they do nothing. Oh.
See what I mean?
France will cede Blambangan to Brunei. France will give Jernur to Gujarat. France will give Brunei war reparations.
So you're saying France lost?
Yeah. Pretty spectacularly. I'm sending some colonists to Australia, by the way. Wow, have you seen Southeast Asia lately? Look at Ligor and Sukhothai. When has that ever happened before?
I don't know. By the way, we have access to stock exchanges.
Ooh.
We never even upgraded from
temples.
Marketplace.
Oh, those are the marketplace upgrade. Gotcha. What's the temple upgrade? The cathedral.
That's one way to compete with them. Just upgrade all of our trade power buildings.
Compete with whom?
Mostly Tuscany. That's the other guy that I would really like to kill.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think Tuscany's got to be. But you know what? That's the war with the Ottomans. Same war.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
I thought you wanted to wait for your imperialism.
True, I do.
Lost a claim on Gascon. We lost a CB on our vassal. No.
Am I the only one that thinks you just shouldn't even get a pop-up about losing a CB on a vassal?
You probably shouldn't get CBs on your vassal because we made that vassal out of lands that we released, right? We took them in a war. We said, release this nation. When you release that nation as a vassal, you should lose your claims on it.
Yeah, you do automatically. Like when you lose control of a land because you're forced to release it, you lose your cores. So yeah, you should lose the claims. I agree.
We need more universities.
That's actually what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
I'm destroying castles and building university. I mean, I'm not destroying castles.
Never do that.
I mean, I don't build I don't even know why I like the universities. It's not even because I want to build like more development. I still feel like development's so situational.
It's so expensive, isn't it?
Okay, we have 11 forts. Where are they? I must find them.
So we've lost all of our forts in Iberia.
No, not all of them. A couple.
It is so freaky. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 on the front line here in Europe. Where's the other 5?
They're good ones too.
Oh,
like
the other 5.
High level.
The other 5 are up in Britain, by the way. We have 2. We have Meath and Ayrshire. Ayrshire? So
no,
there's 2 up there.
You're mistaken.
No, we don't.
Hey, if he doesn't need forts, we don't need forts.
All right, more claims on the Otto Turks. So once you start getting imperialism, you really don't need claims to go to war, right? You can just declare anyway. Do you still fabricate first? Like, do you find yourself be like, yeah, I'll just fabricate?
In our case, once we have admin tech 23 and administrative efficiency at 40%, if we're attacking someone who's distant overseas, we don't need a claim because we'll be at 90%. 90% is the lowest you could possibly reduce at coring cost.
But that's only if you're distant overseas.
Right. So for the people like in Europe, absolutely, we'll still want claims with imperialism because we're only going to have minus 40 and then minus 10. So, yeah, we'll want claims on almost everything. But eventually, there's one more level to administrative efficiency. So
what you're saying is we should conquer a whole bunch of land that's not in Europe.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
All of the land that's not in Europe should become ours because we're going to have 90% reduced coring costs and there's no reason not to. We still have 7 out of 8 active forts.
Might have picked up a fort from one of those wars, one of those little islands or something.
Yeah.
Oh wow, blackjack and hookers is dominant now. So that you took everything from Eastern America.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna give Oregon a command. Oregon, where are you in this list of vassals that we have?
Okay, so we've got Genoa, Provence, Vizcaya, Girona, Zaragoza, Kelantan. What the hell's that?
I believe that's in.
Yeah,
Brunei.
that's way the hell over there.
Well, we had aspirations for that because it's, valuable land, centers of trade and all that stuff.
Well, once we get over there with a more sizable army,
I don't think we need the forts there, no.
Just delete them now?
Yeah, I don't think we... Do you think we need those forts? I don't think we
No.
need those forts.
No, I think they occupy it, and it's actually better for us because it's worth no war score.
Mm-hmm. And then it's easier for us to unsiege it, too.
Okay, we've got Narbonne, which is over here. So we've got...
So, do you have any idea? Just take a, when you get a minute, take a break from what you're doing. Our vassal, our colony, has a claim on a province. And it's owned by someone who has no truces. So they can't possibly have any truces. And I cannot tell my vassal to declare on him, even though our vassal has a claim on him. It says, let's see, Oregon has no casus belli against a country without a truce. But that's not true. They have a claim on this province in Chinook.
That makes no sense.
I agree.
Is it because he's Western? I think you can only force him to attack natives.
But he has a claim.
I'm pretty sure it's just a native thing.
Huh.
Okay, here's a little discrepancy. So when you hover over the fort maintenance thing, it says we are paying for 6 fortresses, of which 0 are currently mothballed. And then it lists 6 of them. Go to the military tab, and it says... Oh, now it does say 6. A second ago, it said 6 out of 8. So apparently that only updates once a month.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so let's say we're at war with France. France tries to march into Toulouse. He has to go to Narbonne or to Bern. Unless he gets military access through Urgell, in which case he could move to Barcelona. And then he's stuck. So until we get rid of Aragon, we need all these forts.
Okay. We should get rid of Aragon then. That's what it sounds like.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it. What are we waiting for?
I thought you were still waiting on your administrative efficiency.
Well, yes. Of course we are. What have you been building? You doing development or something? Like you're just finding stuff to click on.
Building buildings. Oh, Tuscany has no air.
Are you upgrading? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Ooh, university. Finding ways to spend our money, because we have a lot of it.
Oh, we can do upgraded cathedrals, but these are usually not worth it. The amount of cost you pay for an extra 20% local tax modifier, you pay like 3 times as much. Right?
Well, it only makes sense if you really need the missionary strength.
Exactly. Which, how often do you actually need that? And I've never really found a situation where the town hall or the courthouse makes sense to me. Because revolt risk is so temporary.
Ooh, coffee boom. Gain 1,100 ducats and 20 prestige. And for the rest of the game, we get coffee price bonus 50%.
So more money for us to spend. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what I'm hearing.
Ooh. Hey, Shen, do you think we might need the stock exchange in Constantinople? Which is all about trade power. You think that's a good idea? I think that's a good idea.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think yes. I think the answer is yes. We need that.
Oh, goodness. Constantinople is such a good province. How much money are we making off it, by the way? At 45% autonomy. Looks like we're making 4 ducats off it. No, 2 ducats off it. Not that much.
Suddenly we're making 172 ducats a month now.
Yep. Forts,
we only have 3 colonies,
forts and heavies. I believe we have colonists in transport. Yeah, we do. We got a long way to go.
Okay.
Going to Australia.
So we have plenty of force limit. We're at our force limit, our manpower cap. Should we train more men?
I believe so. Let's get some cannons and cavalry to flesh out our
You don't want to just train regular troops into as well? You just want to use mercs?
I want to use mercs, yeah. Because
we have so much.
You say that now, but one war with France will dump us into the negatives again.
I doubt it. I bet we kick France's ass, and we're never going to have manpower issues.
Never going to have manpower issues.
It's never going to happen. All right, at this point, I'm actually too lazy to to manually do ships in provinces that have docks. I'm going to use the template thing.
Go for it.
I need 400 ducats. Ready? Yay!
Yay!
It used to be so much. Why do we have the Conquer Messina mission, by the way?
I have no idea. Oh, because we probably planned on going to War of the Aragon a long time ago. We just never did it.
Like 4 videos ago?
Yeah, it was a while ago. It must have been last week.
Yeah.
Are you still fabricating on Kilwa?
No, because I realized that there's really no point. Because if we wait until we have those modifiers, we don't need claims on Kilwa.
Gotcha.
The only people I think we should be fabricating on are Europeans.
I'm doing the Ottomans, and I'm doing Tuscany. Because I think those are the... Well, no, we can do Aragon. One last claim on Aragon.
The other thing that's really cool is that when we get imperialism, that's when our marches will go nuts. Because we can just feed them whatever the hell we want. Reserve dip.
That is pretty nice. As long as we use the right CB. I've had it so many times where I use the wrong CB. Portuguese particularists in Africa. Rebels in Africa. Oh, Britain has Protestant zealots. Poor Britain. Wait, why does he have Protestant zealots? Oh, he went religious.
How does that make any sense, being religious and having Protestant zealots?
So it's just how it works. If you're Catholic and you go religious, you're going to get Catholic zealots. You're just not Catholic enough.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. So, okay, we probably don't want to go for the first humanist idea, right? We want to probably focus on tech.
Tech up, yeah. But we are 7 years ahead. I still think we should focus on tech.
Yeah, wait till the last minute before we make the decision to actually take the ideas, because we've already got all of our Portuguese like national ideas. So there's no reason to rush it.
Oh. Citing the eternal loyalty to the emperor and their full confidence in his ability to know what's best for our state, the MPs of the seat of Ulster have come to our support and our position in Parliament. Yep, apparently someone's supporting us for no reason.
Yeah. Occasionally they'll just flip to support you, or some of the ones that you bribe will flip to not support you.
Oh, that's awful.
Which reminds me that we need to add stuff to seats as we get the stuff cored. Don't forget.
Can do.
I just did the one in Great Britain.
Well, one of them, yeah.
Are there any others in... I don't think we took much else that we can actually add.
Nope.
Okay, well, we have another 1,300 ducats. That didn't take long.
It comes quickly, doesn't it? I mean, we're sitting on 160 ducats in the positive per month. Pretty nice.
I mean, at this point, I'm building the stock exchanges in any province that already has a marketplace, because why not?
Yep.
You know, might as well just upgrade it.
150%, right?
It takes it from 50% to 125%.
125. Still nice.
75% more trade power in every single province. And that's the only type of trade power that propagates upstream now, is provincial trade power.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really powerful.
University in Labourd is done. Sounds like they need some type of marketplace as well.
Yeah. How do you feel about the conscription center versus training fields, if you had to choose one or the other?
What's the difference? One of them's more military?
Land force limit or local manpower?
Manpower.
So if you had to choose, you would take that. Okay.
Well, we're going to get a lot of land force limit just by conquering people. Oh, there's a crocodile over here in Africa. Look at that shit. You see the province of Futajalan?
No.
You see the wasteland called Guinea?
No.
Okay. You see the nation called Messina?
No. I'm just messing with you now.
Fucking blind.
I need money. Don't spend money. I'm going to build a temple or a university.
What if we get a pop-up where we have to spend 2,000 ducats or lose 2 stability?
That would suck a lot.
You just spent all our money.
You
How
did
could you
too.
do such a thing? I would
you
never.
You did too.
I would never.
We had like 8,000 gold. And we both went on Christmas in July. Like, it was... spent it before you could.
I wasn't even trying.
Good.
I see we finished some some upgrades. Keep upgrading. Stock exchanges. Good times. Training field sounds good.
Why do we have a cathedral in Alentejo?
Nah, just get rid of it. Put something else there.
I was going to say university would make more sense.
By all means.
Oh, we actually have room for a new building in Lisboa.
Oh, well, that's because we had a fort there.
True. I wonder what happened to it.
You put a... Oh, we need dry docks.
Yeah, Diplotech 24.
We need that. Do you ever do counting houses for production?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think counting houses are better than, in almost all circumstances, a counting house is more valuable than a cathedral. Just look at the difference in modifiers. 60% local taxes versus 100%.
100. Yep.
You'd rather have the local counting, the production. So
did I hear the robot?
Yeah, it was a while ago, actually. Oops. All right. Is this one you or me? I forget.
I think it was me. Thanks for watching, everyone. I've been Shen. He's been Arumba. We'll see you next time, where hopefully we can get these techs going, although we are still 6 years ahead. But yeah, hopefully we can get these techs going and get some wars with fancy pants, they call it advanced Casus Belli. What they mean is imperialism.
Yes.
We'll see you next time.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.